What's up, everybody? This is Simon from W3MCT, and today we're going to go over the key factors in deciding the best ASIC for company growth. What does ASIC mean? Right? So ASIC stands for Application Specific Integrated Circuit. And in the context of Litecoin mining, it's a specialized piece of hardware designed to efficiently mine cryptocurrencies based on the specific hashing algorithm. Now, Litecoin, a little bit different from Bitcoin, uses the algorithm called Scrypt. Bitcoin uses the SHA-256. ASICs for Litecoin are tailored just a little bit differently. See, they're optimally perform Scrypt calculations, making them a little bit more efficient for Litecoin mining than general purpose hardware like CPUs or GPUs. Now, here are the key factors in deciding the best ASIC if you're deciding to, build out a mining company. And this is what you want to think about for company growth. Now, the first thing that comes up is hash rate and efficiency. What does that mean? Well, the primary measure for an ASIC's performance is its hash rate. And this is measured in kilohashes, megahashes, gigahashes per second for Scrypt mining. The higher hash rate means more mining power. But efficiency, which is hash rates per watt of electricity, is equally crucial. The most efficient ASIC produce a higher hash rate while consuming less electricity. Number two is electricity cost. The significant factor in mining profitability is the cost of electricity. Companies should analyze their electricity rates, and they got to decide, let me figure out which ASIC offers the best efficiency for those rates. Now, there are different electrical costs depending where you are, right? Different regions have different rates, and that will affect the operation cost. And if it's more expensive, it may be a little bit less efficient and less profitable for that ASIC. And in areas with high electricity prices, the most energy efficient ASICs are going to be, more essential. The third, this is kind of simple. Initial cost and ROI. ROI stands for return on investment. So the upfront cost of an ASIC miner is a major consideration. Even though you will be, securing the network and receiving digital assets, whether Litecoin or Bitcoin, in return that could potentially increase in value over time, being able to pay for the electrical costs and to buy the hardware in the beginning, that may not be feasible for a lot of people. So companies need to calculate their ROI, and they got to consider both the initial cost of the ASIC and the ongoing electrical costs. So it's going to determine which model offers the best long-term profitability. Now, for durability and longevity, ASIC miners are subject to intense operational conditions. So there's a lot of wear and tear. So knowing which hardware is more durable can reduce maintenance costs and downtime, impacting the overall profitability. Now, a lot of these hardwares are kind of made with the same material, and it's the chips inside of it that changes out, but we're not going to get into all of that right now. So the next thing that you need to consider if you're deciding on whether you want to invest in a company that's mining digital assets or if you want to build out your own company in this sector. So network difficulty and the price, whether Bitcoin price or the Litecoin price. You see, because profitability is important, and the profitability of mining is influenced by the network difficulty just a little bit. You see, it measures how hard it is to find a block. And the current price, for example, like for Litecoin, as difficulty increases or if the price of Litecoin decreases, mining becomes less profitable, right? And then companies got to consider, what are the current trends and the market forecast for these decisions? And, are they going to continue going down that journey because, well, if you can't afford to keep your hardware running, especially during the bear market, it's going to be difficult to, well, find profitability, right? So you need to have additional revenue streams, especially if you are running your own mining company, especially if you're mining at home, or if you're just a small business like myself just trying to mine, right? So that's why I create, these other ebooks and these web3 courses, because I need to continue to have multiple streams of income, multiple revenue streams for my business, and I can't solely rely on mining profitability or mining rewards as of right now. Now, the goal of all of this is that, hey, while I mine and I use and I save these digital assets or digital commodity, Litecoin, Bitcoin, whatever name you want to call for it, right? Cryptocurrency, that there is a high probability that it could appreciate, it could increase in value over time. So when the price increases, that it should make up for all of the potential losses or break even costs of running the mining facility. The next thing you got to think about, well, is scalability and company growth goals. Sometimes scaling isn't the best solution. For a lot of other companies, it's more important to scale all the way up. If you have the capital and you have the funds, you have the space and the electrical power, by all means, scale all the way. There are companies like Riot and Mara and a few other private mining companies out there that are scaling like crazy, right? And they actually got to a point where 500 ASICs, well, is profitable even during the bear market. But if you only had 100 ASICs, right, it may not be profitable. If you have 7 ASICs or 11 like myself, right, you're not that profitable right now, unfortunately, okay? Because, well, the cost of electricity to run this equipment is exceeding the amount of money that I'm making in rewards for mining and securing the blockchain. So companies really need to consider how easily they can scale their mining operations and, well, the particular ASIC model. So if they want rapid expansion, and that's part of their growth strategy, they really need to decide which ASIC is readily available and how easy they can integrate it into their existing setup, because that's extremely important. Now, the next thing that comes up is manufacturer reputation and support. So, all of these different ASICs that are being built by various hardware companies, well, having reliable customer support and a solid warranty from these manufacturers might be critical. Now, I didn't really go into, customer support or even thinking about warranty when I purchased my ASICs. Honestly, I've been just doing all the maintenance and the work myself, and I really haven't had to do any additional work in keeping everything running. Sometimes I don't run my ASICs 24/7. I've been cycling them. So, like, for example, I may run it, for 3 days, 3 days full time, and then I'll do another 3 days, just 8 hours, right? And then I'll shut it off and let it chill for the rest of the day, and then I'll turn it back on, let it run for 12 hours, shut it off, let it chill, and go back to 8 hours. So I cycle between 8 hours and 12 hours really throughout the week, and I'm noticing a little bit of a difference, but hey, every little bit can count. And then the last thing that really needs to, a lot of people talk about is the environmental considerations, right? So these companies with a commitment to sustainability may weigh the environmental impact of their mining operations. So the goal right now is figuring out how you can make your mining operation as energy efficient as possible using, for example, solar panels, or also some people are even using volcanic power or even hydro through water, right? Some people are also going into liquid cooling, right? To have their machines run a little bit more efficiently that way as well. So all of these little kind of hacks to make it more eco-friendly, well, these are quality business practices and really should be the goal for all mining companies. I guess, hey, I hope you guys like this key factors, and I hope this will help anyone that's thinking about starting their own mining company, or maybe you just want to learn a little bit more because you're like, hey, I can't grow my mining company to massive amounts. So let me learn as much as possible about this. So then when I invest in other companies, all right, I have a good understanding on what they're doing and how they need to plan out their own journey to find success. My name is Simon from W3MCT. I appreciate you all. I'll catch you guys on the next one.